lift up. Does anybody feel that? It's trying to lift up. Whirling sensation in the body. Yes, breath becoming slow. Yes. Any feelings, anybody? Feeling of laughter, if you're crying, if you're felt enormously peaceful or just too blissful, any of those feelings that you experienced? Sudden jerks, yes. And anybody see any here, have felt any sensation here in this part of the third eye center? Any sensations here? How about anybody having seen any colors, any kind of colors? You felt you're seeing some colors? If anybody has seen any visions, any form of people, visions of any kind, you've seen some sceneries, suddenly you see some random sceneries, random people, random things, any of them? And many people would not have felt anything at all. Now, all of them are experience of meditation. In meditation, we're receiving energy. When we go empty, when we remove all thoughts slowly, that means then we are removing attention of all things that is material. So when we remove attention of all things that are material, then what exists is total emptiness. Because you're removing attention of even the sun and the moon and planets, everything, right? So all thing material is gone. So everything has got to be total empty of no body, no one, no thing, no place, no time. Our memories are gone, so there's no time existing anymore, right? And so when we are in that state, then we experience this total emptiness. That's what I was trying to guide, blackness, emptiness, light, that's energy. That emptiness is energy, so we experience that energy in many forms, and all of these are experience of that energy. Now, some do not feel it, some feel. That's all it is. But everybody is receiving that energy. Some do not feel, some feel. What's that energy? Energy is information, insight. That energy is the energy that is prana. The food, our body receives prana in two ways. One is through food we eat, and through breath that we take, and during meditation we receive this prana. We're receiving this prana. So that is tremendously, in order of magnitude, significantly higher when through meditation. We're receiving through opinion gland activation. We receive a lot of that energy. So when the energy is coming into the body, the prana is there. And so automatically it is helping to heal the body. So we'll understand the science behind how meditation helps to heal the body differently in the next 2 days. But it's needless to say that many of you have gone through this experience of, everybody has gone through an emptiness experience. It's just that some of you felt it. So they're all a good experience of meditation. And we go beyond them. When we meditate regularly, these are common, so we continue to go beyond. And slowly, slowly, it is doing its work of silencing the mind, removing all the old negative chatter on one side, increasing the mind capacity on another side, and then help us tap into that infinite potential of our inner. We'll understand that more tomorrow. Before that, today, I'd like to know if anybody would like to share, but we also have Madam Sarala Gopalan. Yes, Namta Madam, is Saralaji?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Sarala Gopalanji is here to share, a very successful senior IS officer. Namta, do you have an introduction to make?
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. Dr. Sarala Gopalan is a retired IS officer from Coimbatore. During her distinguished career of 34 years, she had served at various positions with Government of India, including Secretary to the Ministry of Human Resource and Development. She has been attending Buddha CEO Quantum Foundation program since January 2021 and has been immensely benefited from this. We welcome you, Sarala.
Yeah, unmute yourself, madam.
Yes. Thank you, Namita ji, for the kind introduction. I'm one of them who has not experienced any exhilaration so far, but I've become a different person, a very happy, joyful person. this is a very conscious transformation that I have observed in me, because as I've been saying in many of the discussions, I'm enjoying the environment around me, the trees, the birds, the architecture of the buildings around. They all speak and dance to me. And this peaceful enjoyment of nature around me as an experience has come to me only with the meditation. I'm very calm. I've always been a comparatively calm person who doesn't get much agitated, but I did get anger sometimes. But now I don't feel angry. I'm able to appreciate and understand anybody else who's getting angry or behaving in a manner different than what one would expect them to behave. Because I think, okay, it is something they will change. They have to experience the things that I'm experiencing, then they will change. And I must say that the persons around me are unconsciously also changing. It is not just my perception that they are changing, but I know for sure that they too are changing. One of the things that I do is I put on the discussion loud so that anybody around me can also hear it, even though they have not participated in the meditation session. And then I find that other person who's sort of compelled to take all these words into his or her ears is imbibing this thought, is imbibing all the messages that are coming through this, and is transforming himself without his own knowledge that is transforming. I thought I did ask a question once: can you influence other people with your meditation? And I had not got a clear answer to that at the time, and I left it. I didn't pursue the question further. But now, from experience, I can tell you that your calmness is contagious. It spreads to the other persons around you. One of the persons I find who's agitated all the time for some reason, good reason, is the maid who comes to help me. I mean, she has ailments, she has problems in the family with other people or her child and so on. And then I tell her almost everything about the meditation. And then I tell her, you also sit and do this. I've demonstrated this to her several times. Then she says, yes, I'm trying. I don't know how much she's trying, but I can see the gentle transformation in her. And I'm telling her, you go and tell your daughters who are causing the agitation for her several times, because they're quarreling amongst themselves, they are jealous, they are fighting. And then she says, I just don't know how to control them. So they're very intelligent girls. But then I tell her, you also tell them about this meditation, this calmness, etc. I don't think she's been able to do it 100%, but constant telling, giving this message to her, I feel has helped. And even her mischievous young daughters are slightly understanding, becoming responsible, becoming less jealous of each other, and appreciating each other. So I have found an answer to my own question, that you can influence people around you, because it is very important that you change yourself. But unless the other people around you also change to some extent, it becomes a tougher battle for you to make your own environment more peaceful and joyous. So if you are able to achieve that, I think that is a great achievement. And I feel, of course, you have to influence them. You have to be very ingenious in sending the message to them, and find out which is the best way in which you can reach the message to that person. Build up the confidence, empowerment, and all the prowess we are getting to this through this process of meditation to them. And I find it's possible. It is slow, but it is possible, and you can help the other persons also, because you're convinced that
What
this is.
health experience have you benefited, Sarlaj?
Personally, I have
Yes.
benefited a lot in reducing stress, in reducing pains, but I can't say I've eliminated, because these pains come and go. So today you're 100% strong and jumping around. Tomorrow you have some problem, you can't lift your leg. That is still happening, and I don't have to blame meditation or anything on that. It is the process I'm going through. But I'm very confident I'll come out of any kind of pain, and I will. I'm finding my body chemistry changing very fast in the positive manner that I need it to change. My ailments getting reduced, and my responses to the treatment, to the medicines improving. The other day there was a phenomenon that one day I went with a deep headache to the meditation, and by the time the meditation was over, I was completely clear and there was no headache. But another day, I was very clear and nice. And in the process of meditation, I developed the headache. Then I asked why this headache has come. Oh, they said that there's a healing process. You're getting this pain because that part, whatever needed to be healed, there is getting healed. I felt a similar feeling even in my abdomen after the meditation, or in the process of the meditation. I found, even when you came to Coimbatore and we were in that Anand hall meditating, I got the pain in the it was not there, but I got the pain in the course of the meditation. And then I asked Vinaji, see, this happened to me. She said, you believe it, this is a process of healing. So now I'm becoming conscious of that process of healing. And I have so many other targets. I was always complaining that I have a very long agenda to do so many things, but I'm not able to I'm not able to move adequately, and I'm not able to get, if I have 100 things to do, I'm doing 5 things. What about the other 95? When will I be able to do? But now I'm finding it slowly that I'm able to do it, And the wonderful thing is, what you think would require 5 days to do happens in 1 or 2 hours. And something, and I don't know whether I'm right in saying this, sometimes you're not becoming completely empty because thoughts are crowding. But I'm finding that some of those thoughts are becoming manifestations and a visualization. Like, so there was a big task I'd given to myself. And in that day when I was doing the meditation, those thoughts were bothering me quite a bit. And but later in the course of the day, I found that I've manifested, achieved what I wanted in those thoughts that were coming to my mind again and again on achieving something that I wanted to do. It happened, It just happened like that, with just ringing a few numbers and getting the persons I wanted to get through. So I think all these are positive benefits. Of course, at the moment, I'm not only looking for improving and healing my health, I'm very confident that is happening and that will happen. But there are so many other things I want to do. I want to finish my book. I have to write. I have to uh, do some other things I have to accomplish. So I'm chasing all of those goals and I'm making, splitting them into smaller, tiny steps so that I can do the entire scaling and reaching the height in good time. And all of that is coming through the discussions, through the book club discussions, through many talks that all of you masters are giving us and explaining to us. And altogether, you want to be a very useful, purposeful person, not only for yourself, but for other people around you, and then help them. Therefore, I make it a conscious effort to reach somebody who needs some immediate help. Of course, I'm not able to reach to people who are ailing miserably and then need a very great step as help. But I'm able to reach smaller people with smaller needs and solve their problems. It's sort of, I don't even think, it just comes spontaneously. And when the other person understands that and goes and implements it, and that person has achieved the success she wanted. So I think that is one of the biggest gains for me in this process of, now I'm on the 8th month of my meditation, and I'm able to get into the emptiness quite quickly, but I'm not staying there continuously all the time. I seem to be coming out and going in, coming out and going in. That's a process I still have to perfect. And this is because of the thoughts. But now I'm thinking positive about those thoughts which are disturbing, because I think they're all part of the uh, thought changing into feeling,
Thank you.
into action.
Yes, Saralaji, I'm glad that you're experimenting a lot with the meditation practice that you're doing. So beautiful to hear. Of course, there is infinity to experience and experiment on this. And yes, when healing happens, a lot of those pains come, a lot of those things happen, but then they're all absolutely deep healing happening into the body. And while yourself are confident, while yourself are seeing manifestations happening, and everything is happening in the flow as you are experimenting with this meditation yourself. Thank you much for this discussion. I'll be happy to talk to you more and more as you are finding any of these questions. I think that's much better we talk on regular basis, but thank you for your time to join this and helping. So friends, I don't know if Karthikeyan sir still see if sir can share a few words. Sir, you can unmute yourself. Yes, sir.
Yes, Chandra. Yes, I can't say I was totally with you. My ears were with you, but my eyes were doing something else also. Because what you spoke is I have heard already. I just, whenever I find the time, I join any of you. Also to learn plus to encourage. What Sarlama has said is beautiful. She has narrated so beautifully. There's nothing more to add. I see such a big transformation in her from day one to now. And all those today with you, most of them are, I think, newcomers. Some of them are old faces and names. But, mere interest is not enough. You need a commitment. You don't get a miracle in a day or something. Consistency, even if you don't believe in it, but don't start with disbelief. At least you have an open mind. Open mind, you are going to spend your time. Better to, if you can have faith, ideal. If you don't have faith, but at least don't come with disbelief. Your time is very precious. You are going to spend 1 or 2 hours. Everybody's time is the most precious thing. Most precious thing is time. If you are going to be here, don't expect miracle to happen in one day. Please continue for a couple of weeks. Of course, ultimately they say 40-day mandala is necessary. But I'm sure if you are sincere, within 2 weeks you will find the benefit of meditation. It may take a long time. Some people have seen transformation, total transformation, But nobody has said that we have wasted our 40 days. Some benefit or the other. But people, I can see people like Ms. Sarla Gopalan, you know, she is a very, very senior, very famous IAS officer, Secretary of Government. She and her husband Gopalan are great officers, bureaucrats. And she has gone through some trials which every one of us go through in some way or the other. There is nobody's life has been completely smooth in every way. We all face challenges, tragedies, but then as long as we are there, we should try to be of, useful. To be useful, we have to be healthy. To be healthy, meditation is, I think, the simplest form of approaching health. Not only for physical and mental health, your relationships, your situations in the family, your workplace, you are able to accept challenges, accept, there are inevitable things happen in life. You have to accept them because that's all, life is full of that. Nobody, you have seen the great life of great masters like Ramana Maharshi, Ramana, Swami Vivekananda, so young, Shankaracharya. But these are all, you can't keep questioning why it happened and all that. But you have to have the maturity and wisdom to change what you can change. What you cannot change, you have to accept it. Accept it and go on with life. As somebody said the other day, not go on with life, you grow with life. You have to grow with life. As long as we are there, you've got a duty to the family, to the society, to the nation, and to the whole world. So instead of simply keep grumbling, lamenting about something what happened, you have no control on that, what is happening. But you can change, quite a lot change. But I'm sure all of you who came today will continue to be there. Please make it a try. The 40-day meditation Chandra is doing. If it is not convenient for you in the morning, somebody else is going to do it in the evening session. But please, it's a great opportunity. You are lucky to be exposed to this. I'm telling you, there are millions who don't know what it is. When I say something, I said I find it interesting. So many have come and joined. People busiest in life, people wealthiest people who have already achieved so much in the busiest people. Once I force them, because I'm interested in them, they come, they find time for meditation also. They get up 1 hour earlier and do meditation and go through life, achievers in life. People will give you jobs to several thousands of people, so many industries, and all that. Doctors, Dr. Arul, for example, man who treated every COVID patient successfully. And he's writing about it. I'm going to publish it now. Boldly, he says, not a single COVID patient who went to him died. It's a new form of treatment and all that. But he says, I meditate. And also every patient I treat, he said, must promise will continue meditation. All types of meditation is good. There's no question of undermining any other. But I found this to be the simplest form of meditation. So please continue, and with some faith, with confidence, good. And then also bring more people. Better to get the whole family. The families, I would say, who meditate together, live together, live a joyous, harmonious life. All of them are happy. Some people come much later, but those families, many of them join 2 people, 3 people, children also. We've been seeing in the last 15, 16 months, Buddha CEO Foundations repeatedly doing it. So many sharing. That's why when I wrote a newsletter, meditation is miraculous, I was not exaggerating it. There's no way I even exaggerate anything. They wanted to say meditation is medication because many of them said they improved their health. Some said we are given up medicine. Some say we are cut down medication. Doctors said we are prescribing meditation. Instead of medication, some said we have reduced medication, but we are suggesting meditation also and all. So please believe in it. You are lucky to come. Not everybody has an opportunity to come. And don't give it up. Be there. You are fortunate. You are fortunate, but I want you to be wise enough to continue. Lucky is enough matter. By wisdom also. I want to only say, please wise enough to take your whole family with this. I can tell you that like this, 1 or 2, they have spread it like this. So, Chandra, Congratulations. Continue.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you for joining in the message. So that's Padma Shri D.R. Karthikeyan, sir, former CBI director, and many more illustrious IPS officer in the country. So thank you so much, sir. So dear friends, we will continue this introduction. So we are, of course, packing a lot of scientific information. The more we understand science, then the more we can implement it. And so we'll talk about the 40-day program maybe tomorrow or day after. So we'll
No,
tomorrow.
Good you started with the basics. That's
Yes.
a good thing. Very lucky there's people to have understanding the basics in such great detail, very rare opportunity. It's a good
Yes.
program. Congratulations.
Thank you. So
Thank
we'll
you.
understand how
Thank you,
meditation.
Namitaji. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Salama.
Thank you. So we'll see you all tomorrow again. We're going to go through a little bit around how meditation is helping us gain that perfect health, a little scientifically. Thank you all and have a wonderful rest of the day. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you, Saralaji. Thank you for your time.